Hey guys, Rachel Gravenhofer here, back again with this week's Consumer Pulse report, where we look at the top trending searches that relate to cosmetics and skincare. We also hit on some of the top headlines this week from cosmetics and toiletries. So I will mention I'm going to be at the SEC scientific meeting next week, the annual meeting. Hope to see you there. But so I made this report a little bit longer because it'll probably be just more of an event recap next week. So kicking things off, Exploding Topics has listed collagen jelly cream. We've seen a lot of collagen creams probably in the last couple of months, but this one you could see has kind of been on the climb. It's up 1,660% total in the last 2 years. I dug around a little just to see what kind of description I could get, but collagen jelly cream is described as skincare formulated with the gel texture to improve elasticity and moisture retention. And this can have different, skin firming and anti-aging benefits as well. So a quick internet search gave me a lot of different products, a lot of different brands that are really focused in this area, but I thought this one was interesting, a collagen jelly cream with niacinamide to brighten and even skin tone, boost collagen firmness, and this is a K-Beauty Korean brand skincare, or QUIA, if I'm saying it right. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of highlight one example. So now moving on, Exploding Topics again, last 2 years. Evereden is up. You could see it was higher and then down and then up again. So it zigzagged a bit, but in the last two years, it's up 614% total. This is not a new brand to us, but we've been kind of following it. It's a brand, as you can see here, offering non-toxic skincare for children, including face moisturizers and skin care sets. A lot of focus on this area. It's an up-and-coming consumer market, consumer base, obviously. So there's interest in reaching that buying power, if you will. But of course, there's also been some concern about, whether it's safe for younger skin, what kind of actives are they using. I dug into this brand itself. I believe a lot of it was pretty harmless looking in terms of just basic skin care, protection. Where'd it go? There it goes. You could see some basic like hair detangling, body wash, a little fragrance mist. There's also Teen Clear Skin Trio. This is meant, you could see here, it's for all kids, teen, baby, and mom skin and hair care. So it's a broad range of who it's targeting, but Evereden is definitely one of the brands known for the younger youth consumer base. And then looking at Google Trends, this was interesting too. Again, this is in the last 7 days. I searched for skincare worldwide, and up to the top here is this breakout you could see for Bev skincare, also 4,400% increase. Last 7 days this is. And Everleigh Labrant skincare, these are all at the top of the list. This is because they just launched, and it ties in with our Exploding Topics topic, I guess you could say. So Everleigh Labrant is launching this line for 12-year-olds. She's actually a 12-year-old herself. So she's had some news lately. This came out December 9th, talking about what it is about her skincare that makes it different. If I looked at the actual, let me see, brand site, I think it talks about being EU aligned, EU safe. It's not using anti-aging ingredients for youthful skin, but just gentle moisturizers and toners. There's a great story behind it in her interview. If you go back to it, this was on E! News, but she talked about how, kids her age, I say kids, they wanted to go to Sephora with their moms and they wanted to buy products, but a lot of the products weren't quite right for their skin. So that's why she launched this Bev Skin. Bev Skin is the name of it, like Beverly Skin, I guess. So that's interesting that both of those rose to the top in the searches. Also on Google Trends, in the skincare realm here, aesthetics medical skincare is up 1,100% and then 800% in the last, again, 7 days. So this one is a little bit less focused on youth. It's more about the derm and the dermocosmetic line here. This brand actually came up as more of a professional brand, talking about peptides, antioxidants, diminishing fine lines, youthful glow. But it's heavily focused in dermatological recommendation, I guess you could say. So I wonder if they have any recent news. Well, this was in November, the art of whole self-care from cells to soul. You see a lot of this holistic approach too in this brand, talking about, this anti-stress, the mental and psychological aspect, I guess you could say as well. Now, moving over into the Google Trends, I also looked into makeup to see what topics were trending there, 7 past days globally. This Russian word I can't say, but it's up 2,000%. I did have to do a Google Translate for this one. This related to makeup markers and brushes and pencils. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't read Russian, but I did, again, dig a little deeper and looked up makeup pen to see what was going on in that way. And then a day ago, OpenPR did this report about how the cosmetic pen and pencil market is growing, partly as tools. But then there was this other report I found. Let's see. Not seeing it right here. Is it this one? No. Well, what I found interesting was that it was sort of just an easy access for people, an easy approach to applying makeup, especially if you're kind of learning it still. So, and also I know what it was. I saw some reports talking about how microblading and that for eyebrow contouring and such, how this is like using pens and markers obviously is the cheaper alternative to that. So that was an interesting focus on, I don't know, in this Russian search. It must be, it is, let's see. It is heavily focused actually in South America and Mexico. That's kind of interesting. But anyways, the search was in Russian. And then this up 250%, which I believe is in Chinese. I tried to Google this one as well. Douyin makeup, which I had not heard of before. There's this kind of rock star slash teen idol from the group Zero Base One, Ricky, who's got this kind of look. It's really kind of a doll-like look, more matte than kind of the shiny K-beauty Korean look. There's been a news report about him recently and how his look has changed a little bit. But this is an interesting description about the Chinese makeup style. So it's C-beauty and how it's this ethereal doll-like appearance. This one actually you could see is January last year. So it isn't a brand new theme, but it's interesting that that came up in recent searches on the Google Trends side of things. So moving along from the trends into some C&T headlines, we made an announcement finally. We've established a date. May 18th, we'll have our C&T Alley Awards 2026. It'll be in New York. It's the day before the New York Suppliers Day meeting, the biggest meeting in North America for ingredients. But it'll be at this venue Second in New York. So we hope you can join us. We're doing it in the afternoon so that if you want to come early for the Suppliers Day event, you can still have business meetings. But it'll be a really nice reception in the afternoon. So stay tuned for interesting news about ticket sales. Also, we spoke really recently, this FDA made an announcement about endorsing bimotrizanol, I can't say it, but this is sort of they're kind of finally taking on what DSM-Firmenich has been pushing for a while about we need a new sunscreen active in the country, and it's been forever. So like, let's get moving on it. So they are currently accepting comments about any concerns or that. But DSM-Firmenich has really been a real big driver behind it. I know there are others involved in the industry as well, but it was nice to see the FDA kind of come out with this official statement. And I think, wait, there was one more. I wanted to show you this really cool research report that I found. Did I skip it? Let me look here. I know, I'm sorry I'm taking up so much of your time. I just won't see you next week. Here it is. Red Hair Genetics unlocks a new hope for chronic wound healing. This study came out in PNAS, and what it is researchers found that the melanocortin-1 receptor, known for its link to red hair and fair skin, actually has some involvement in inflammation and tissue repair. So it might be a new target. You can dig into this if you want to look deeper into it, but I thought that was interesting research news. So again, I'm sorry I ran long, but I probably won't have much to say next week other than what a fabulous show it was. I hope you found this interesting, insightful, if not a little entertaining, and I hope to see you next week in New York. Take care. Thanks for joining me.